The proposed catch rule will be a hot topic here in Orlando, and I'm sure throughout the rest of the off-season and regular season. Kevin, how do you view it right now as it's proposed, and what are you hoping to learn here during the meeting?
Just seeing the outline of the proposal that the committee was going to talk to the ownership and the room about, I'm still a little bit concerned about the third part of it, because I still think there's some nebulous aspects to that I'd like to hear about and see video of, so as to better understand what the rule proposal will be. So again, our role in this thing is to be educated, discuss it within your own team, and then decide on which way to vote for it.
Kevin, it's almost April. The draft is almost here after going through the combine and through a majority of the pro days. Are the positions you thought were the deepest still the same?
I believe so. There was a few players that elevated their draft status, in our opinion. There's a few that maybe, slipped a little bit, but I'm optimistic. I know there's 7 players available in this draft that we can add to this team that will improve us at some point. Again, I can't tell you what position and what round, but I'm very confident that there's 7 guys that can help us in 2018.
How does so many good quarterbacks in a draft change the way the draft process works, not just for you, but for all 32 teams?
Well, it's an unusual season. I mean, we go back to Ben's season when really you had 3 potential Hall of Famers drafted in Ben and Eli Manning and Phillip Rivers, and that was an unusual occurrence. So it's a cyclical deal, and every so often it presents itself, and I'm not saying this year's group are Hall of Famers, but I do think that this year's group is as deep as it's been in a long time. So it not only gives you an option, but it also gives other teams options, and if you're not interested in taking a quarterback, it'll help you get a player, because other teams will be taking quarterbacks, and that may flush some guys down to us that maybe if those quarterbacks weren't available, that we wouldn't be able to get.
Kevin, do you feel like you can replace Ryan Shazier with just one man, or do you feel like the identity of the defense needs to change with him not playing in 2018?
No, I mean, when you lose Ryan, you change anyway, because Ryan was a unique player. So for us, and we tried to do that at the end of last season to the best of our abilities, and I think there was some good things that happened, some shortcomings, but again, when you lose a great player, you're just trying to make up for that. And it might be one guy, it may be a collection of guys, but who they are, how they will all fit together, that'll be determined throughout the spring and the summer.